The sound is crisp?
Yeah, you sound crisp as hell.
Excellent. I've got some inner earphones with a mini mic and everything. I'm ready to go.
Oh my God. Somebody's podcasted before.
It's not us.
Hold it, freeze, now.
My name is Dan Duvall.
And I'm Sarah Duvall.
And this is the Hate Locker Podcast, a podcast where we discuss the everyday things that we all love to hate with a passionate yet fair vigor. Today's guest joining us all the way from not so sunny Vancouver is absolutely hysterical comedian Steev Letts.
Hello.
Steve, it's good to
Happy to be here. Let's get hateful.
Is the weather the shits over there? Because it fucking is here.
It's absolutely preposterous, and I'm not sure if it's the same in Victoria, but like everything shuts down, everyone melts down. I have a coworker today who was like, "I'm going to work from home." I'm like, "Your laptop is here. What the fuck are you talking about?"
Your coworker has the right idea.
But like all of the bus drivers look terrified because they're getting chewed out by people constantly, and the whole thing's just a nightmare.
Oh yeah,
it's scary. The roads, people are idiots.
Okay, it's full on. First of all, just for the listener at home, this is coming out a week after we recorded this. It's currently Snowmageddon.
Which means 1.5 inches of snow.
Oh yeah. So if you found if you're hearing this, there is a chance that you have found it 1,000 years in the future in the wreckage of what once was Victoria, BC, and you're hearing us recording
all the South Coast, really,
voices on a primitive recording device. You may have found it in a cave. Just so you know, this did used to be an island. I know it's a sunken city that you found at the bottom of the ocean.
It's frozen still, probably.
Yeah, you probably
encased in ice.
Chipped this out of ice. Where probably we floated down. We're part of Australia now, which is a burned out rock island.
Well, that's sad.
I don't.
I'm probably gonna be frozen in my car trying to get home to Langford.
In your Kia Sportage.
In my Kia Sportage.
Right on. Anyway, it's Snowmageddon over here, and listen,
we might have to cut this short so I can get home. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, so I'm gonna jump right in. This segues nicely into my first topic. Are you guys cool if I start this off?
Well, it's all about
get her done. Yeah.
I hate winter. I hate it. I don't like winter. I think that a lot of people will tell you they love winter. They're like, I love it. It's snowing. They're incorrect. It sucks. I hate it. I live in Victoria, BC. We're not supposed to have winter out here.
Just rain.
And you know what? Even rain. Like, I'm just tired of it. Like, before the snow happened and before it got like below zero, man, I'm so sick of being soaking wet all the time and just like, I don't have the proper winter attire.
Which is bizarro because you live in a fucking rainforest. Yeah. So this is a you problem.
I'm just over it, man. I'm tired of winter.
What? How do you live here and not be prepared? It rains for fucking 9 months of the year straight.
Right. You're supposed to have a series of hoodies and shells. Ivan Decker has a great bit about this. None of us own proper parkas for real winter, but considering we live in a rainforest, as she said, we should really you should have one rainproof shell and a series of hoodies to have underneath.
This is actually the correct way to go. I used to have a rain jacket, but I left it in Istanbul during my travels to Europe.
Get yourself some Gore-Tex and quit bitching.
Oh man, I just hate it. I don't like it. It's cold. I'm over it. There's just no reason for anybody to live in a winter place.
It's a damp cold.
Okay.
But don't you like here's what, okay, the rain and the snow, it fucking sucks. But
here we go. Here it is.
I like to be cozy.
Oh,
I like cozy socks and cozy sweaters.
You said
pajamas.
Okay. Can I interrupt here?
I do hate socks.
Steve,
but slipper socks. I'm talking slipper socks that you don't wear with shoes. That's what I'm talking.
Her her topic last week was socks.
I hate socks in like runners and shit. But if you're wearing like slipper socks, that's some good shit.
Okay.
See, I don't love wearing socks per se, but like I like them more than I like chronic foot odor. So it's a tough call.
Yeah, that was my point also.
But don't you like to be cozy?
But why can't
I do, but cozy for like a couple days, right? Not 6 months of like under a blanket. And the other thing is like we can complain about winter on the West Coast, and it is like horribly rainy. I remember when I lived in Victoria, most of this would have been like 15 years ago. We almost beat the record. The record for consecutive days of rain was 39, which is fucking insane.
That's not okay.
That's suicide.
And so we got to a point where it was 32 days, and I'm generally not as affected by it as most people because I'm pasty and I'm really sweaty, so summer's really just not my time. But 32 days of rain fucks with anyone's mentality. It is absolutely brutal. And when you go to other parts of Canada, like Alberta or whatever, and they're like, oh, well, at least it's sunny. I don't give a fuck if it's sunny, if it's minus 40 outside. Like, are you enjoying the sun from inside your McMansion or whatever you live in Red Deer, Alberta?
Yeah, that's garbage. That's garbage too. And at least I've lived in Calgary, so like and like I'll say this. It was
dry cold.
There was like fuck. Okay, I have a couple points to make here. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna touch on that in a second. But so it is sunny out all the time, but it sucks. It's cold. It's a desolate wasteland. I don't think we're supposed to be living there. You can live in. You can just move south and just not live in that. And I remember going outside and it was minus 50 with the wind chill one day, and I walked outside. And my nostrils. I breathed in and my nostrils just shut, like they stuck. And it was funny. I was like, okay. So for the first like day or two, I was like, this is cool. This is like an adventure. Every time I go out of the house, like I might die. I felt like I was like, some sort of wilderness survival guy. And then that gets old, just like the same as being cozy.
Real fast it gets old.
Yeah, it gets old quickly. And then but I will say this though, everyone was like, oh, it's a dry cold when you go. It really is. It's different.
Yeah. It's the thing is, it is to an extent more tolerable. Like minus 10 in Calgary feels like 0 on the West Coast.
Yes.
Yes.
So if you're at minus 10, it's totally fine. But as soon as you get up towards minus 20, it's fuck this, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I remember the first time that it was like minus 27 and I stepped outside and the first breath that you take in, like you said, all of the little hairs in your nostrils freeze solid. So every subsequent breath, it's like 1,000 tiny swords stabbing you in the septum inside your face. It's the most bizarre sensation ever. And when I lived there, I was like an arrogant West Coast prick who thought like, oh, it's minus 27. I'll just put on 3 pairs of tube socks and go to work in my jeans and my hoodie with a leather jacket. And so I had to walk from the stadium SkyTrain station through McMahon Stadium's parking lot to my place, which is probably like 1.5 kilometers maximum. And by the end, I was literally like, it's too cold to scream for help. I'm going to die out here. I don't know what to do. And so I got home and I phoned my mother crying. I was like a 21-year-old man. Phoned my mother. I was like, Mom, I'm so cold and I don't have boots. And so she called the local Sears and made them set up a credit so I could go get some insulation.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yeah, it was like, first of all, one of the sweetest things my mother's ever done. That's very outside of her character. But it also just made me feel so incompetent as an adult.
Yeah, that's rough. I'm not gonna lie. That's me at like, how old were you?
I would have been like 20, 21 at the time.
Oh, see, dude, this is like, as somebody who's only been sober for like 2 years, that's me at like 34.
6 months ago.
6 months? No, give me 18 months.
18 months.
Serious. Holy shit. Okay, so winter started. I mean, the actual winter is December 21st is when actual winter starts. But it rained. It rained for like 2 months before that.
We live in a fucking temperate rainforest. It rains.
Yeah, I know. It sucks. This is my fucking point. It rained for like 2 months before that. Now winter is just starting now.
This isn't new though.
I know it's not new. That's not the point. I know it's not new. I know how fucking time works. I'm just over it. I getcha. And it is over it. Do you know what this podcast is? You're the co-host. It's for me to bitch about.
Okay,
stuff.
Fair enough. And it is. I will say, rainier than usual for the first time. We've owned our house for 3 years, and
that's her flex. Mine is I went to Europe. Sarah's is we own a house.
It's a very expensive market. Actually, I was going to make it worse because our pool's overflowing for the first time ever.
Double flex with the pool.
Oh yeah,
Nicely
there's the pool flex. Hey, quick side note, can you remind what did your son say on the radio that time about the pool?
He just, do
you remember it?
I do a little bit.
It was really funny. Can you say it?
I can't remember exactly.
They were interviewing him.
He was donating his birthday money to a food drive.
Yeah.
And
that's right, which is nice. It was his idea. It was really cute. Like he was really like, cute. I'm going to donate my birthday money to this poor people food drive.
So we drove him there, and it was a radio food drive. So of course he got on the radio because it's pretty cute.
He was like 9.
A 9-year-old's donating his birthday money, and they're
pretty
like,
adorable.
"So where do you live?" He's like, "In Langford. We have a house. It's got a pool and a hot tub."
Like he just fully flexed.
Offered it up.
Like he just fully flexed.
I was
for
like,
no
"Oh my
reason.
god, just stop talking."
That was
I love it so much.
Oh, so
but
good.
it's also something that you do as a reflex when you live in Langford as well. You have to justify your existence in Langford. And I can say this as a person who grew up in Colwood and went to high school in Langford.
Oh, perfect.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You have to I live in Langford. We have a pool though, also an SUV. You know what I mean? Like it's just something that people instinctively learn to do at a young age.
You probably swam in my pool because I think half of Langford, when I'm like, "Oh yeah, we have a pool," they're like, "Oh, I know your house. I've been to your house."
It's true.
What street are you on?
We're on near Souk and Jacqueline by the Max.
Yes, I have absolutely swam in your pool.
Are you serious?
Is that real?
Is it, are you on a cul-de-sac sort of beneath Jacqueline?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that's my house.
Dude,
we have the only pool in Langford.
You have no idea how many times this has happened.
It's for real.
I met somebody on the bus on the way to the ferry one time, and I do not remember for the life of me how this came up, but I was talking to a stranger on the bus about where we were going, whatever, and my sister's house came up somehow, and we talked about how they had a pool, and the lady had swam in her pool before.
And a chick that I work with,
now
her
you.
cousin used to rent the house in the early 80s, and she's also swam in my pool.
I did cocaine in that pool.
I don't think she did cocaine in the pool.
It was the 80s. I don't know what goes on.
Anyway, are you for real?
Underwater cocaine was huge in the late 80s.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Did you Steve, for
Pools
real?
and cocaine.
For real, you swam in my pool?
Yes.
It's by Belmont?
Sure.
Right by Belmont?
Yes.
Yeah.
I went to high school in Belmont. Yeah,
Oh my God,
that is so funny.
That's how is it? It's the craziest. It's the craziest.
Oh my God,
shit
it's
ever.
amazing.
That's really, really good. This is the happiest I've been all winter.
Seasonal affective disorder cured.
Yes, that's right. So my other thing I hate about winter, real quick, is I just don't like how nobody will shut the fuck up about it. Like also,
what else
on
do you
top
talk
of
about
all
in the
that,
winter?
it's just like it's cold out. We get it. It's snowing. We don't need to I don't know. People. I feel like I'm contradicting myself.
You
here.
kind of are because you brought it up.
But there's a difference between constantly whining versus bottling it up and just letting her rip on a podcast. That's, you know, channel your rage constructively.
I came, we got to my parents' house and my mom was like, "Oh, is it icy out?" And I'm like, yeah, it's fucking icy out. It's snowing. Yeah.
It's -3.
It is, but it's okay. It's not... we're gonna be okay. Sarah's like, I don't know if I can. We need to hurry up and do it because I don't know if I can get home. I'm like, you fucking will be fine.
But there's double the snow at my house as there is here.
The overreaction is crazy. The overreaction to the winter. It's like my issue with winter is that it is how long it is. It's not that it's not that holy shit it's cold out for this week, although that does suck. It's more like the longevity.
The 9 months
it's like I feel like as this podcast goes on, the months are getting longer. Like it was 4 months and 6 months, now it's 9 months. It's like winter gestation period is getting longer by the minute.
Straight out of Game of Thrones.
You know what I mean?
I can't remember if it was last year or the year before, but the city of Edmonton was sub-zero for over 6 months.
Yeah, that's not okay. Move away.
The temperature did not go above 0 for over 6 months.
That's fucking...
That makes me want to cry.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's
never
super
go to
upsetting.
Edmonton.
They didn't even have to use knives to stab each other like they normally do. They could just use ice, pick it off the wall. Yeah.
You'd have to spend your whole time in the mall.
Yeah.
The big
Another
mall.
thing that drives me nuts about winter is just that it's a great reminder of how many of my friends can afford vacations when I can't.
Yes.
All of these people, especially for me, a lot of these gay dudes that I play softball with, it's just gaggles of white homos go to Puerto Vallarta multiple times a winter, and I'm like, where the fuck are you getting this money? Drives me nuts.
Hey, I was also going to ask you while we're on the topic of resorts. Steev just got married.
Oh, congratulations.
Not very long ago.
Thank you very much.
And you went
Thank
to
you.
I feel like your wedding was very interesting. Do you want to talk at all about the resort that you went to for your wedding?
Sure, yeah.
'Cause I think it's amazing.
We went to like a gay men's only clothing optional resort in Palm Springs.
Wow.
For our honeymoon.
As you
which
do.
is not as one does. Like, well, first of all, we went to Palm Springs because we're white gays who can't afford Paris, and that's kind of the promised land for us. And so my friend recommended this resort. He was like, "Yeah, it's called." Whatever. It's called Santiago, this resort. And there's an area of Palm Springs that's like this cluster of nudie resorts. And it's not something that I would normally do. I am by no means an exhibitionist, but like my husband Peter's very like confident, and I'm always preaching body positivity to my friends. Like if they ever say anything unkind about themselves, I'm like, "You're literally the most perfect thing I've ever seen, you stupid bitch." But I'm not so kind with myself. And so my friend was like, "Yeah, it's all different ages and body types." And I was like, "Okay, fuck it, let's go." And so we went, and like we had like a backup resort booked in case I didn't really like it, but we walked in and the vibe was cool. It was like naked gay summer camp, honestly. Because like there were people just floating around in the pool, and you make small talk and make new friends or whatever, just like with your dick out though. And like
Fair enough.
You know, there was a cornhole tournament, not a euphemism, like the beanbag tossing game. Where it's like these boards set up and you try to toss beanbags, and the whole rule was like it's just a tournament for fun, but like win or lose at the end of every game you have like a from knee to shoulder full body contact hug with your opponents.
Wow.
I got to level with you. This kind of sounds like straight summer camp also.
Well, it was funny because like you have like a continental breakfast in this courtyard in the morning, and then they like set out a menu and you select what you want for lunch, and then like you're like floating around naked having cocktails with strangers, and then they're like, "Lunch is here," and it was like everyone just eats together. I don't know. There was still like some pervy stuff. Like the first night we were there, we met this couple from San Francisco, and the four of us are hanging out in a hot tub, and we could see that like over in the fire pit area there was like a shadowy threesome happening. So it wasn't totally platonic, but for the most part it was just nice to like hang out naked and not think about your body. That's not something I've ever experienced, so that was really cool.
I think that's really, really great. I also like the phrase shadowy threesome. I think it's really good.
You know, like the illustrations from Where the Wild Things Are, where there's like,
Yes.
like it was like that, but like with like the horns were in the middle of the body instead of the top.
Fuck, man.
Oh, that sounds like a good adventure.
Sounds like a horny ass bonfire.
I recommend. I mean, the thing is, like, there's a new beach here in Vancouver, like Wreck Beach, which is super popular. But the thing is, you're going to run into an ex, or you're going to run into a coworker, or heaven forbid, a fucking relative.
Or a cop.
So it's just right. So it's like that's a little more tense. Where I was like, Palm Springs, no problem. Plus, like, if I'm feeling self-conscious about my body, Palm Springs isn't exactly known for the freshness of their produce. You know what I mean? So it's like everyone here's going to be geriatric. I'm going to look like a fucking underwear model. Let's do this.
Oh my God.
That's kind of how I feel about Vegas. Like, no matter what you look like or what you're wearing, guaranteed there's someone who's doing something more fucked up than you are.
Oh, absolutely. You cannot possibly be the trashiest person on the strip, in the casino.
Ever.
No, doesn't matter.
Ever.
No, well, Sarah. No,
I try. You know what? I tried.
You could crack top 10. I bet.
I bet I could.
Anyway, winter sucks. I don't understand why we keep living through this. Not to jump the subject.
We'd have to live in America.
The rest of Canada is always like, you guys live on the West Coast, you don't even have winter, and it's like, yeah, okay, that's great, but like that makes you even worse than us. If we shouldn't be living through this dreary, rainy, middle pocket frozen winter, then why are you living through like the 11 months of pure frozen winter that you deal with?
Totally.
I guess people get stuck. It's a bit.
I guess.
What are you going to do? Just up and move to like fucking Mexico?
Yeah.
No, you got jobs and shit. You got to make do with what you got.
If Syrians can make it to Quebec, we should be able to make it to Costa Rica, right?
I guess.
Okay.
That's not a good.
It's not the best.
Not a great. Not a good comparison.
It's not. Yeah. Okay,
No.
I might be jumping again.
You want to make a Holocaust?
Yeah, I mean, if somebody could
joke
if somebody could just bomb out Hamilton, they could finally have a reason to just up and fuck off out of there.
We don't. don't here on the podcast condone bombing Hamilton.
No.
Hashtag
Agreed.
don't bomb Hamilton.
Hashtag stop bombing Hamilton. All right, that's
Hashtag pray for the hammer.
yeah, fuck. Oh my god. All right, that's all I got on winter. That's my winter rant. I don't like it. I'm over it. And people who say that they like seasons, fuck off. Just no.
off.
I'll trade seasons for year-round shorts.
What about like
totally
pretty
cargo
fall
shorts
colors?
even.
I love fall colors.
You can look at pictures of them, or I can go on vacation. I can go drive through Massachusetts or whatever, Vermont or whatever. You know, I know. You know, I like the seasons. Okay, I do like the changing of seasons for like a couple weeks.
And then you're done.
Sure.
And then I'm done. So I don't know, man. I feel like I would trade all year summer for the seasons. I think I would.
Well, see, you know what's funny? There are people who like chase summer around, but like, are there autumn chasers? Are there spring chasers out there who are just like chasing the moderate sliver of the year?
Oh yeah, that's weird. I wonder. Hey,
I think that's like way more chic to be chasing spring than to be chasing summer, personally. Because summer is the season of BO and sunburns, and everyone's you can see everyone's feet. It's just a lot.
It is a lot.
I like it. I'll take it. I like all those things.
I like fall.
Fair enough.
Maybe a fall chaser.
My first hate topic sort of ties into seasons. Should
Perfect.
I drop it
Oh
next?
yeah,
So-
Yeah, hit
have
us.
at her.
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
first thing that I would like to talk about hating today is tiny people carrying huge umbrellas. And it's an epidemic in Vancouver. They're everywhere. It's first of all, anyone carrying a huge umbrella. There's no reason, unless you're on a fucking golf course, you do not need a 6-foot umbrella
Yes.
to carry down the street. Especially when you're in a highly populated city where everybody's just trying to get by. But it's especially egregious when it's done by someone who's under 6 feet tall, so that they cannot therefore put an arm up to get over tall people's heads when they walk by them.
Steve, I'm that person.
That's a good point. Yeah.
I have
Are
a
you
golf.
that person?
I have a golf umbrella, a soccer mom umbrella.
Yes, but
But
should-
would
And I'm
would you walk down a busy city street holding it?
No, mostly I stand around with it. I'm not a
you know what I
walker.
mean?
I'm a stander. I'm more of a leisurely umbrella holder.
I was going to say
than
she doesn't walk anywhere.
than
so
a
it doesn't
commuter
matter.
umbrella person.
And the
I live
thing
in
that, like,
Langford. Where would I walk? We drive
Fair
big
enough.
trucks.
Fair enough. But just to like keep your truck nuts dry, I guess you just like when you're tailgating.
We have one on the back of our truck for our nuts.
Yeah, your umbrella is a truck. Like that's just what your umbrella is.
You want to know a true story that we
That
live
would
in
be a great bumper sticker. My other truck is an umbrella. No, never mind. Sorry, I said it out loud. It didn't work.
Yeah,
We,
no, I
uh,
get it though. I like where your head's at.
we don't have nuts on our truck. However, my husband's BFF has truck nuts on his fucking scooter.
Yeah, he does. He has a scooter.
Okay, that's hilarious.
yeah, it's pretty funny.
Purple.
I've actually seen like Technicolor. They're like sort of neon glowing nuts for the back of a bicycle for people who ride at night. I'm totally into that, but you would absolutely get jacked the first time you forgot them.
Oh yeah, I've seen them.
Because everyone's
I know
garbage.
someone who has those.
I've never seen those. We don't have those in Langford. We don't have bikes in Langford.
I used to walk around with my dad's golf umbrella. I used to use it, and then I lost it, and he was really mad because I lost everything.
Whenever I see them on the street, I just want to throw elbows and bushwhack these things out of the way. But they're usually being carried by like dainty little women. So that's like, I'm like, oh, you're a misogynist. Why do you hate women, Steve? But it's not them. It's their umbrellas.
You're good with the ladies, just not their choice of
I like
Although I do,
dryness.
like male or female, whoever's carrying it, every time I see it, I just have this little like fantasy of like a huge gust of wind, sort of reverse Mary Poppins carrying them into the ocean.
I like when you see. I've seen. I like when it goes too far though, and you see like a homeless person walking down the street with like a patio umbrella that they've stolen from a restaurant patio.
I've never seen that.
I've seen it a couple times where they
What?
have like giant like
Cactus Club umbrella. or whatever.
yeah, like a Cactus Club umbrella or
they
like
have a lot of shit to keep dry. That they have to carry around with them.
Yeah, it's the best. It's like fully like a big Corona, like find your beach, like just walking down the street. It's massive. I'm into
I just
that.
picture like in the like tent city where there's just like all of these people with these like horrible dilapidated like tent monstrosities, and then there's one like the Matthew McConaughey of that homeless commune just chilling under a Cactus Club umbrella.
Yeah. You know it. You know you've seen it. Oppenheimer Park. You know you've seen
Absolutely.
that. Oh my God. Personally, I'm with you. I have my own issue with umbrellas as well that I was hoping to bring up when you brought this up, because I agree. If you have a giant umbrella and you're a tiny person, even if you're just a regular sized person, you just don't have a huge umbrella. But my big thing is you don't need to be under the awning if you have an umbrella. If you have an umbrella, you don't get to walk under the awning.
It's true.
That are lining the street. You don't get to do that. You don't get to do both things.
That's double dipping.
That's bullshit.
You inconsiderate piece of shit. How dare you?
I had somebody else back in the day point this out to me, and now I've never been able to unsee it, and I hate it. And whenever I see that, I want to body check the person into the storefront.
For sure, it's akin to like people who wear big backpacks on the bus and then clog that middle zone where the middle door is.
Yes,
like that. That's another like double offense. And the same thing with umbrellas under an awning. It's like that's the closest I ever come to like correcting someone's behavior in public, and then check myself and don't say anything because I'm a pussy.
No, you can do it.
Inside, I'm like, how fucking dare you?
Yeah, or somebody who puts their backpack down on the seat on a bus also.
Oh,
I did that in the ferry because I don't want someone to sit next to me.
Yeah, there's lots of seats on the ferry, though. For those of you listening, between Victoria and Vancouver, there's a ferry. We probably often talk about the ferries on here, just so you know.
Hate them.
Everybody hates them.
They haven't run in days. Everyone's freaking out.
There's unless you want to pay like $200 for a harbor flight, if you want to get off Vancouver Island and go to Vancouver from Victoria, you have to take a BC ferry.
And they're just swarming with pubescent soccer teams.
Oh, yes. And so many other bad things. We could do a whole episode on BC ferries, to be honest.
Their Wi-Fi.
But, I think you should.
Well, we should, but we do have a lot of listeners who wouldn't know what we're talking about.
Maybe we could get Deborah Marshall on.
Who's that?
She's their bitchy spokesperson.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, I'm sure that, hey, Deborah Marshall, the bitchy spokesman of the BC ferries, if you're listening.
Would you care to hate the ferries with us?
It would be funny to have her do a counterpoint, like why she hates passengers.
Yes. Oh my God, that'd be so good.
Or like why she hates efficient businesses or something.
Or get her and like a member of Harbor Air.
Efficient businesses.
Yeah, oh my God, yeah. Like, so the whole biggest complaints about BC ferries is is why they spend like millions of dollars a year on marketing when we don't have a choice. So, like,
it's true.
Right.
It's part of the highway system.
We have except for it's not. It should be, but it isn't.
It is.
Well, why is it? Okay, we can talk about this another time. So, because I'm going to get into it.
Okay.
I'm getting fired up.
He's getting really angry. He's getting aggressive.
Okay.
Aggressive posturing with me.
Oh yeah, I'm fired up. I'm crushing my can of Diet Coke just a little bit.
Out over the ferries.
Yeah. Ugh. There's the other thing I wanted to bring up about umbrellas, if I may, is I don't think people should even really have umbrellas.
Why?
I don't like umbrellas. I think they're dumb.
I don't want to get wet.
Just get wet. You'll be okay.
No.
You'll dry out.
Well,
Then you sit in wet clothes all day.
I would agree. The only sort of caveat to that is like certain women's hairstyles require protection, and you can't throw a hood over it.
Yeah.
So, but I do think people should use them more sparingly. Get a fucking rain jacket. It all comes back to shells over hoodies. Most of us can get by more than adequately with that.
But if you
have like a super classic bouffant, if you've got a Beehive Girl umbrella up, for sure. Get one of those like see-through ones that are super high, but not super wide.
The dome-shaped ones?
like a Pope umbrella?
Yeah, those ones that are like clearly meant for like, I don't know, outdoor pageants that they throw in the Pacific Northwest. I don't know what the purpose of those umbrellas are, but they're great at protecting hairdos.
I feel like umbrellas are just like so cumbersome and annoying. Like, I hate walking around with an umbrella. I never use one. I think that they're a pain in the ass. I don't like them, but I also don't have a beehive haircut. But I just when it's like barely raining and someone's walking around with an umbrella, that's a problem for me. And you're like poking people's eyes and stuff. Okay,
do you know how big my fucking hair will get?
I understand.
If it gets wet.
I understand.
Really
I agree
big.
with the hairdo thing. I get that. That's fair.
I spend a lot of time standing outside during my day. Not a lot of time. I spend a couple hours a day just standing outside at my job. And I need a fucking umbrella for that.
Yeah, that's fine. I have no issue with that.
Even if it's just slightly drizzling, I'm throwing that umbrella up.
Are we all agreeing that we're mostly talking about people in this downtown core with umbrellas? right?
That's where my specific rage is centered.
Like if you have an umbrella and you're like out in a field watching kids play, I mean, have the umbrella. Totally.
So
I
you
feel
don't
like
just-
that's what umbrellas are for.
It's not an across the board hatred. It's a specific
it's
use.
specific.
All right.
Yeah,
I can get behind that
absolutely.
hate. I can get behind that hate.
Yeah, I support your right to use an umbrella while standing in a field.
And I'm not a small
Besides,
girl.
you gotta look good for those kids, right?
I'm not a small girl. Some of the regular size umbrellas do not do the trick.
I mean, there are
I
those
need
little
full
like
coverage.
there are those little janky like sort of telescopy ones that like wouldn't cover a 12-year-old kid, and I'm not saying everyone should use those, but when you have these like golf umbrellas or the ones that like just the gigantic ones in busy areas, that's the problem.
It's not. I bought a new umbrella and got it home and opened it, and it was fucking adventure time.
You didn't open it in the store to look?
No, I thought it was just a clear umbrella, and then I got home and it was covered in goddamn adventure time.
It's cute.
It wasn't cute.
I think that's fine.
It lasted like 3 days and it broke.
I you know what? I realizing just while we're talking about this, if everybody just had those Pope umbrellas, like the ones that sort of like come down, like are like narrow but cover around your head.
They only cover your head.
Yes.
They don't cover your shoulders.
No. They go down and around your shoulders too. For most people, if you had an umbrella that curved down, and everybody had those, it would be a way better world. You wouldn't poke people in the eye with your umbrella. Like
I would be a much happier person.
Yeah,
if that was the
those
case.
make way more sense. I think that everybody that should. I propose that there be a law that you have to have like a dome umbrella instead of like a patio style umbrella.
Or there should be like some sort of purchasing guidelines where like they measure your shoulders before you
Tailored.
It must be this broad to have a golf umbrella. I would support that a lot.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. That's totally fair. All right, good.
Is it real? It's fucking cold in here. I am so cold right now.
You want me to turn up the heat, so to speak?
Like I could stand up and do it myself.
Okay. Do you want to? No, I'll do it. Do you want to? Do you want to bust us off with your topic?
Oh yeah.
Are we settled
good?
with our umbrellas? Did you have more?
I'm satisfied.
Cool. Me too. All right. Okay. Hit us with your topic.
You know what I'm fucking sick of? I think my mic isn't working that well. Is it? Can you hear? Oh, you just took your headphones off. We're good? It keeps going in and out. It's cutting there. Can you hear me now? Because it was cutting in and out. Anyway, I'm sick of chai fucking everything. Chai candles, chai soap. They're chaiing things that should not be chai, and it needs to stop. The only thing that should be chai is tea, and not in a tea bag, in a fucking pot, the way it's supposed to be made. Fuck you and your chai shortbread. Why are you fucking with something that doesn't need to be fucked with?
She's reading this off a script that she wrote and brought here.
I am not.
No.
I am fired up about chai.
I'm just kidding. She's not. Hello, I am here to address the nation today about chai.
My name is Sarah, and I have something to say.
Is it a bit robotic?
You're like an adult Greta Thunberg, but you're just how dare you? How dare you eat chai cookies in front of me?
It's a problem though. It's like the pumpkin spice for fucking douchey hipsters.
You think so?
I know so.
I don't know.
It's a fact, Jack.
I don't mind a
Fucking
chai,
stupid.
like an iced chai latte in the summertime. Is that okay?
No.
I don't see
No.
I don't see a problem. with it.
Chai latte is coffee. Chai is tea.
And you know what? When they make chai lattes, it's really just like syrup and milk. It has nothing to do with the actual tea. So
No.
that's garbage. Okay.
I don't really
You need to stop. Stop this nonsense.
listen. First of all, I can't believe you don't love chai everything. And like just judging by your like wool socks you have on.
Mom
and-
made these socks, you know.
Our mom made those socks.
She knit these socks for me.
They're pretty good socks.
Fucking wicked awesome socks. is what they are.
Sounds like you love socks.
Just these ones. Fuck you.
I don't really. If you want to like chai, I think I don't know why, but like normally I feel like this is something I should agree with you on.
You're just gonna argue with me for the sake of fucking arguing, aren't you?
No, I'm not. It's not for the sake of arguing. I just
Do you
don't-
like chai?
I don't.
Do you have chai hand lotion in your pocket?
That's a thing.
Yeah.
Why is there chai hand lotion?
Chai bath bombs, fucking chai fucking earwax. I don't know. There's chai everywhere and it's bullshit. It needs to stop. Stop with your chai. Just drink it like tea, like it was meant to be drank in a pot.
And you
with milk.
mentioned too, not from the bag. So you're talking like that little orb of mesh with like the leaves inside it, like old school style. That's the only good way.
Yeah, it's the only good way. Otherwise,
All
it's
right.
fake chai.
This is dumb.
Is it?
Yeah, this is not your best.
Bullshit.
I'm not disagreeing with you at all. I have relatively little experience with chai.
Yeah, me too.
I feel like they're taking chai and wrecking things.
Who's they? Big Chai?
The chai lobby.
The
Chai lobby. Yeah.
the chai lobby is putting chai where it does not
It's
belong.
one guy named Caleb holding a longboard.
He's fucking chaiing everything.
I don't see it everywhere. And I work in a coffee shop. We don't have anything chai.
Yeah, see, that's because you have a real coffee shop.
Well, or actually more of a restaurant than a coffee shop.
It's true.
There's a place in Edmonton that has a lot of chai.
Chai Emporium?
No, it's not.
It should be fucking called.
It's called Chai Emporium. I don't see a problem with this.
Chai Mercantile?
I don't think there is chai everywhere. I don't think you're correct about it.
No, but if people are like, I believe you, and if there are like chai bath bombs and fucking, hand creams and stuff, that's silly.
This is how I feel about aloe.
And pumpkin spice?
No, pumpkin spice. Pumpkin spice is it's hack to hate pumpkin spice.
Right?
Like, who cares?
Like, move on to chai. Hate something
it's like
real.
hating. It's like hating
something
Nickelback.
real.
Don't hate Nickelback. Nickelback is great.
He's just saying that because they own
They own Steve too. So don't.
Oh, they own all of
that's
us.
True. And while we're on that topic, have you heard Dan Shirley Gnome has a song? Another label mate, Shirley Gnome has a song called "Nickelback Ain't That Bad."
I have heard the song. I was, as you know, Steve. So Steve is also part of the team, and so I went to that show that you were hosting at 604 Records and saw Shirley Gnome do that song, Nickelback Ain't That Bad. And we were worried because on the previous live show, somebody was trashing Nickelback on the show.
It was me.
It was Sarah.
It was me.
And I jumped in and was like, they're not that. I basically said the same thing. They're not that bad. Like, I mean, they are. They do own a record label. And then I told a couple heartwarming stories about Chad Kruger that I've had. So anyway, hating Nickelback, I feel like hating chai is like, I don't know. I feel like it's hack. Like, I don't know.
I feel like you're really belittling my hate.
Yeah, because I think it's
I
small.
don't belittle your hates.
Well, my hates are good.
No, not always. You've had some fucking stupid ass hate.
I'm excited for your second hate of this episode to see how well she receives it.
Oh yeah, no doubt. That's a really good
Why don't
call.
you?
Well, you want me to do it right now?
Yeah, fuck. Let's move on then. If you're so great,
Okay.
you're so fucking hateful. Move on.
I got a good one. Other people's showers.
Oh.
Other
had
people's
the
showers.
Worst shower when you lived in East Van.
Which time? Where?
In that ghetto house.
Which one? I'm not actually joking.
The Uber ghetto house under the SkyTrain station.
Oh yeah, when I lived under the SkyTrain line on Commercial Drive. I don't remember. How do you remember that shower?
Because
I
I thought I was gonna have to get skin grafts from being in that fucking shower.
don't remember.
It
So like too intense?
Oh my god! You would just be having a regular shower, and then it would shoot out fucking scalding water with
How do I not remember? Oh my god, I do remember
It was
that.
awful.
Oh,
I
yeah.
started to cry. I couldn't get the tap, and it was burning my skin.
It burned you. It was
Like it burned you bad.
Okay, see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. You don't know what to expect with other people's showers.
Yeah, that a warning would have been fucking super.
Well, I don't
before I needed skin grafts.
But you know what? Okay, so this is other people's showers are unpredictable. You don't know if the toilet is connected to the shower. You don't know if you can flush another toilet like around or turn on a faucet.
Usually,
you don't know if the how to make the bath plug go up and down. You don't know. You don't have your radius dialed in as to how much hot is going to be too hot. What's cold. You don't have your temperature gauge on like you do with your own shower. Sometimes in a hotel, I've been in a hotel where I don't even know how to turn the shower on. Like I'm like trying and I can't figure it out.
I broke a shower in a hotel.
Yeah, because you probably didn't know. I have too. I unscrewed my friend's shower head thing right out of the shower because I was trying to turn it on and I couldn't.
I ripped it right out
Dude,
of the wall.
there's no way. See, this is good. There's no way I'm the only person who isn't
usually-
like. You get into it, dude. It's everybody's shower is different. And it's fucked up when you have to use someone else's shower.
But usually the person whose house it is offers you up some like, hey, just so you know, you may get first-degree burns from my shower.
Yeah, or like, I stayed in...
Just a heads up, you may need a skin graft when you're done in there.
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe you shouldn't have...
had a shower at your house?
Had a shower
Evidently.
Like when I moved in with my friend Ken, and there was a rule where you have to keep a shampoo bottle over top of the shower curtain so that the water didn't get out. And then he also pointed at this other thing and was like, that's my fleshlight, don't open it. And I was like,
Your
okay.
what?
His fleshlight.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I moved
He
into
kept his fleshlight in the shower?
He had his fleshlight in the shower, and he's like, that's my fleshlight, don't use it. And I'm like, 10-4, good buddy. Yeah,
Done
done.
Did this person not have his own bedroom?
He did. I guess that's just where he liked to use it. I don't know.
Ew.
I don't know.
You know what? I have a theory about this. Shower masturbators grew up without their own bedroom.
Oh, you're probably right.
So they get accustomed to wanking standing up in the shower. So that's like the only way. That's like their me time safe zone for jerking off.
They did it once
But if you're an
maybe
adult, you have a bed. Go lie down. Keep your fleshlight in a drawer like a fucking adult.
It's less messy, I guess.
If you knew this guy, he might have more than one. He might have like multiple rooms.
And they all have names.
Yeah, no, this one's Ken. This one's Barbie.
Oh man.
Yeah,
but that said, we do have a dildo in our shower at home, but it's not functional. It's just suction cup to the wall, and we hang our loofahs from it.
Oh my
God, it's a decorative dildo.
That's
decorative
amazing.
dildo is really, really good. That's super funny. You've never used it once?
No, I swear, because we bought it at a trade show, like the Taboo trade show here. Because every year I'm like, this is oversharing way too much. But every year I'm like, this is the year I'm going to get to know my prostate. And then so we went to this trade show. And we buy this thing, and then we get it home, and it was like it was visual trickery, because it said the number of what it was on the box. And I'm like, that's big, but it's not irreversible damage big. So then we get it home and get it out of the box, and I'm like, this is like, that's a life ruining. There's absolutely no way. But it had a suction cup, so now it serves a functional purpose on the wall of our shower.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's fucking great.
Do you give people a heads up before they get into your shower?
You definitely should not.
We don't have a lot of people who shower at our place, but it really is what I just love it so much when someone comes over to our apartment and they're like, "Hey, I just got to pee real quick," and if the shower curtain isn't closed, there's a very specific high-pitched laugh that happens when someone sees our decorative dildo, and it always fills my heart with joy.
Oh, that's too funny.
Dude, that's so good. It makes me want to go get one and just do it. That's really, really funny. Oh my God.
You live with mom and dad. Don't do that.
I don't.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Oh my God. That makes it even funny.
No, it's super weird.
That makes it even better.
Dad would not be able to cope if you did that.
I'll put it in their bathroom.
Oh, don't. Can you imagine?
Oh my God. It's not just.
I have nothing to follow.
Yeah,
this
I don't know
up
how do I segue.
That's out. We're done. And
it's not just showers though. It's anything that's someone else's. Like I just house sat for 3 weeks for some friends, and I didn't even try to like cook or do. I'm just gonna order food because I don't want to figure anything out. I didn't know I figured out laundry, but that was it. I didn't know how to clean the lint trap out of their dryer, and it stressed me out because I didn't want the house to catch on fire. Because hey, can you burn your house down from the lint trap, or is that just a dad thing that they tell you?
No.
I think that's got to be like an extreme. I mean, I think you would have to neglect a lint trap for years for that to happen.
I don't think you do. I think it's actually quite common.
Why do you think that? Because Dad told us that if we didn't clean the lint trap, we'd burn the house down?
Well, I don't know. Mine says right on it, clean after each use.
Yeah, but did he write it on there?
No, it's like...
But does it say clean after each use or your house will combust?
No. I feel like we should Google this. Like, how common is this? I don't know. Lint is very flammable.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe it's not.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just wondering, like with advances in technology, like they have fridges that beep and stuff. Like any dryer that was built post millennium, I would think has some sort of fail safe to prevent it from burning your house down.
Yeah, I would think so too. So I just used it and just it stressed me out, but I did it anyway. But I don't know. Other people's showers are annoying to me. It's not like it comes up often, but yeah.
No, I get it. I have a friend who house sat for Peter and I when we went away for a weekend, and when we came back, he had replaced our shower head.
Oh, what?
because he hated the one that we had. We had whatever one came with the apartment, and then he replaced it with this one that was like wider and had like a sort of an arm on it, so it could go up higher, so it would like sort of be above you. So this guy totally upgraded our shower head because
quality.
he hated the one we were using.
What? That's dope.
Like, yeah, he was dead on. He was totally right.
What a good person.
He's a good friend.
Have you ever? I'll say this. There has been like rare occasions where you go and you hit up someone else's shower and it's like really good.
This shower at this house in the basement it used to be
killer.
anyway. Unless Dad changed the shower.
No, it's great.
It used to be like pretty powerful.
It's very powerful.
Like,
it makes it so
crazy
all
shit.
other showers are just trash. Like, because I need that heavy stream. I want that like elephant shower.
There's nothing worse than a like light trickle especially when you're in a hurry. You never feel clean.
I have
can't wash your hair.
I have a lot of hair, and if I don't have
you don't have that much.
I
hair.
have a lot of hair, and if I don't have a good shower stream, I'm in there for like 25 minutes trying to get the conditioner out.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than a weak shower stream. That's not
totally.
Yeah, fuck all that. That's terrible.
Wasn't
you need
it?
a good, powerful. Man, have you ever been in a shower with multiple shower heads?
No.
Oh,
That
man.
sounds
Yes.
like too much.
Yeah,
too much.
it's not. It's great.
over
It is
top.
good. Actually, the resort that we went to in Palm Springs had like a 2-person outdoor shower.
Yeah, of course it did.
With
Why
like, of course
wouldn't
it did. With like multiple levels of like spray jets, and it was fantastic.
Yeah, just decorative dildos all over the walls. Some
Just
decorative,
covered.
some not.
Just floor to ceiling decorative
Some
dildos that you could
functional.
play like xylophones.
Like a goddamn aquatic dildo jungle gym. I think I had a tweet once that was like they called it a shower because aquatic masturbation chamber was too long of a name.
Perfect.
Gross.
It's gross.
Gross. It's less messy to do.
Now, every time I watch shows on AMC, I'm going to think aquatic masturbation chamber.
Oh my god. Next up on AMC, 2 hours of Steve in the shower. 2 hours, come on.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we don't have time for that. That's all I got on showers. Yeah, I don't know. I guess Sarah is right. If there's something fucked up about your shower, or if it's just give people a rundown on your shower if they're going to use it. Just give them a rundown. Let them know, even if you think that it's normal to you, it might not be normal to someone
I think
else.
mine's 100% normal. There's no the toilet
You would
doesn't
think
affect
so.
it. The toilet doesn't affect it.
Hey, I have a complaint about your toilet also. You got to hit the gym to flush that
I
thing.
know.
It's got a button on top, and you got to like...
It's on the side. You have to jam your arm into the wall for leverage.
Okay, I don't have to do
flush
that
your
because I'm a
toilet.
fucking strong man. But I mean, it's...
God.
but it is
It's a good thing I work out, though.
Yeah, good thing but I'm jacked, so...
I hate our toilet. I agree.
Yeah,
I'd like a
toilet is
new
dumb.
one, but
yeah. So my PSA is to just let people know, even if it seems like it's normal to you, just let people know how to use your shower, even if it seems super simple. Just let people know. That's it. That's all I got.
Totally fair.
Cool, Steve. Hit us with your other topic, buddy.
My other topic: I hate people who pretend they don't like sweets.
But what if they?
I'm not a sweet person.
Okay, go ahead.
So like in the summer, you don't eat berries.
No,
What?
I don't really like fruit.
What? Oh yeah, Sarah. One of Sarah's topics was fruit. One time.
I don't really. I'm not a fruit person.
But yeah, go ahead and explain.
Carry
Like,
on.
I don't understand this at all. And a lot of the time when people if you offer them a dessert, they'll be like, "Oh, I don't really like sweets. I'm more of a chips person." I'm like, "Cool, enjoy your eating disorder." Like, that's not nobody.
I say that at
doesn't
least
like-
once a week.
And I love chips as much as anyone, and salty food is great, but that doesn't negate the greatness that is pie with ice cream.
See, I could easily pass up pie with ice
man.
cream. I couldn't care less. The ice cream I would choose over the pie. Am I weird?
What? No, see, ice cream is sweet too, though.
Yeah, those are two different
guess.
sweet things. That's fine.
I just I don't crave them. If they're there, I'll eat them, but I would never I would we don't have sweets in our house. Like a box of cookies would sit there and I would never touch it. But if there's a fucking bag of chips, I have to talk myself down.
Insane to me. I come from a long line of just gluttonous people with janky teeth who just like to wash gummy worms down with Dr. Pepper. I love all sweet everything. So that blows my mind.
So
go ahead.
So for you, you just can't picture how someone else would not like sweets just because.
And you know what else it is for me? I like all different types of flavor. Like I like sour stuff and salty stuff and sweet stuff and hot stuff and fucking umami, whatever that means. I like there's no flavor profile I don't enjoy. So even if it's not necessarily just sweet, but when someone's like, oh, I don't like hot food or whatever, I'm like, how can you just ignore one side of your tongue like that? That's crazy to me.
Yeah, to just like blanket statement all of it. I get that. I know what you mean. This is an interesting topic that we've kind of touched on before on this podcast because I didn't used to like sweet things. I had no sweet tooth. I was absolutely the person who was like, I don't really like, I'll eat them if it's there, but I don't crave sweets at all. I didn't for most of my life. I just didn't. I was more of a chips person, only liked salt. It's not that I didn't like sweets. It's just that
it doesn't cross your mind.
It didn't cross my mind. But since I quit drinking, totally the opposite. I've gone full sweet tooth. I will fuck up. Dairy Queen Blizzards are my favorite.
Oh yeah.
Thinking about getting an upside down Blizzard tattooed on me.
Don't.
Like when they hold, how when they hold it upside down
They
when they
have to
pass
do
it to you,
that.
they have to, or else you get the next one free. FYI.
Really?
Yeah. If they don't, if Dairy Queen, another PSA, if you're at Dairy Queen and they don't when they hand you their Blizzard, if they don't turn it upside down, you get the next one free, and you get to punch the employee in the throat. You don't.
Twice.
You don't get to do that, but you can. And I would.
It would be 100% justified.
Would you get it on the inside of your wrist? So like when you hold your fist up or whatever, it's like an upside down blizzard.
Listen,
not
I actually
do
have
that.
room on the inside of both my wrists. I could do one on each.
Don't.
One Oreo, one Score, or Crispy Crunch because they don't have that anymore. Anyway, I used to. Now I have a huge sweet tooth, and so I gotta tell you,
you used to get your sugar from booze.
Yeah, I guess so. I didn't realize it. I guess I didn't realize that I was getting my sugar from booze, or maybe is that the reason?
I
don't know.
drink that much, and I also
Okay.
I don't. You know what? I had wine yesterday, and it was the first time I'd had any alcohol in 8 days.
Right. How much Adderall did you snort?
No Adderall, no snorting,
just
no
joking. I'm just
marijuana,
kidding.
nothing.
I have a sort of a fun Adderall story.
Oh, good.
Because last year or a couple of years ago, I went to take a job at a public relations firm because I had a friend who worked there and she knew my writing was good. So she was like, yeah, come like work for us. And it was way over my head. I was like totally out of my league. So I went to my doctor and asked about an Adderall prescription because I couldn't concentrate during meetings. And I'm one of those people who's 100% honest with my doctor because you should be. And so he was like, I was like, yeah, I'm like curious about Adderall. And he sort of chuckled. He was like, I know how addictive your personality is, Steve. It's an amphetamine. There's no fucking way I'm prescribing that to you. And I was like, in that moment, I was like, oh, I actually love my doctor.
Yeah.
Like I trust this dude.
That's a good doctor.
That's great. Yeah.
For sure. He's a scatterbrain and I always have to wait like an hour and 15 minutes past my appointment time, but he won't give me amphetamines, so I'm sticking it out.
Yeah, that's really good. That's a good doc. As somebody who worked in inner city pharmacy and have had conversations with countless doctors who are terrible, and like you can hear the patient in the background telling them what to say. Like literally, I've heard that before. That's messed up, dude. That's good. If you have a doctor who will be like, no, you actually don't need 50 Ativan for one flight to Kamloops. keep that pilot. I mean, sorry,
That said,
doctor.
if there was an Adderall Blizzard, I would eat the shit out of it. That would be so good.
Dude, you could make that. You could definitely make that. Man, I don't know. I'm big sweets right now. I have like problems with it now. I went from like I have no sweet tooth to being like this is a problem and I need to be careful. Like I ate 2 brownies before we started doing this.
Oh, I had a brownie.
Yeah, it's and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna have any brownies, and then like I blacked out and was like picking up a brownie off the counter and came to and was like, oh, how's this happening? It's like, yeah, I don't know, man. But I see both sides. I also like have been the person who's like, I don't really. It's not that I don't like sweets. It's just I didn't have a sweet tooth, so I can.
You know what? I think part of the reason it bothers me is because it's always like broy dudes. If I hear a woman say that, I think less. Like it sets off less of an alarm. But guys are like, oh, I don't really like sweets. I'm like, cool, I get it. Like you're a fucking John Wayne over here. I get it. You're a cowboy. You're a badass. I don't eat sweets. I fucking do squats. Like, cool. Happy for you.
I don't eat sweets. I hit women. Like. Yeah, that's fucking stupid. Oh my god, that's so dumb. Yeah, Oh,
Oh, they coming?
they're coming for you.
Oh, sorry. The office building where I work it's like an old building that has gigantic windows. So every time sirens go by, it feels like they're inside the office building.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. We don't care about anything.
No,
here,
we have very low
We don't care about
standards.
anything here at the Hate Locker podcast, brought to you by Comedy Here Often. We don't give a shit. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm with you sort of, but I see both sides. On this one.
As a not, I'm sorry you hate me. I don't say it's hard to explain. Like, I don't hate sweets. I just don't care about them.
You don't
really.
crave them.
I never crave them. Like,
Interesting.
I bet it's been years since I bought a chocolate bar.
Yeah, chocolate bars
Years.
aren't a good deal, though.
That's not true. Cadbury fruit and nut bars. Those are pretty good.
What? That's your fucking...
That would be my go-to.
Steve, what's your favorite chocolate bar?
Favorite chocolate bar of all time?
Yeah.
You know what I loved as a kid, which shows you what a piece of trash I am? Big Turk.
Oh my God, get out. We're podcast is over. Shut it down. Fade to black. I hope those cops are doubling back to arrest you for being a fucking monster.
Threw up in my mouth a little bit.
No, but I think actual favorite, I love Score bars.
Yeah, Score's good.
They get stuck in your
Like
teeth.
bite the chocolate off and then eat the hard stuff. I know
Oh yeah, that's good. That's how I used to eat them when I was a kid.
Cadbury fruit and nut. That's
No, shut up. Just shut up. Cadbury fruit and nut. Get the fuck.
It's so good.
Shut. You're gross. You're a bad
Why?
person.
It's got like almonds
You should
and
have your
fucking
you should have your kids taken away.
raisins.
So you're like, you don't like sweets unless it has raisins?
Yeah,
I
like what
love
an idiot.
raisins. I fucking love raisins.
Fuck out of here, you fucking moron.
Okay. Thank you for saying that. I feel like the tides just shifted in my favor again.
God, like, dude, Big Turk is bad, but like, who's like, I hate sweets except for except for fruit and nut. Like, what are you, 90 years old?
It's delicious.
Maybe a bag of licorice all sorts to go with that.
I also love licorice all sorts.
Fuck, really?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
What is wrong with you?
And you want to know my that's my top 3. Cadbury fruit and nut bars, licorice all sorts,
and the Holocaust.
Scotch mints.
Scotch mints? Scotch mints aren't even candy.
They're so good.
Scotch mints aren't candy. They're
Yes,
things
they
you
are.
have in your ashtray of your car.
They're
Oh my
delicious.
goodness.
That's
Those
fucking-
are my top 3 favorites.
That is out of control.
Sorry.
Well-
Don't hate me.
The problem is clearly not me here. Thank
No.
you. That's-
No, somehow Sarah has come out as like, first it's chai. This is not your episode.
Sorry.
This is
I'm
like,
gonna try and redeem myself.
yeah.
My-
This
my
is like if
last
there was a
hate.
picture of us right now, you'd be fading out of it like Back to the Future.
Oh, are you firing me?
No, I can't fire you. The show is
you
not.
could.
The show is nothing without you.
That's not true.
No, I winked at a person who's not even in the room just now. All right.
I'm overrated.
All right. I got a couple of viewer hatreds.
Are you like skipping over my last hate, or is this an interlude?
Oh wait, do you have another one?
I only had one. It was just shy.
Shit.
But no, go with we'll come back to me.
No, hit us with the other one. You kidding? Sorry. I'm a rude prick. I thought.
No,
thought
I've
you were
only
done.
done one, but clearly.
Listen, after saying you like fruit and nut, licorice, all sorts, and Scotch mints, you don't deserve another one.
This is a good one though.
But go ahead.
My hate is people that hate spiders. Fuck you.
Yeah, that's hack.
stupid.
I agree.
Like, really?
That's hack.
Like, it's spider. My husband, he's such a fucking pussy about spiders. He loses his shit. I think they're the greatest bug.
They're cool.
They're arachnids.
Okay.
They're great. Like
Thanks.
they
They're
eat
arachnids. Case closed.
and done.
Dr. Sarah Duvall on the case.
It might be different. Like if you're in Brazil where they have those spiders that like get angry from vibrations and they will literally run up a broom handle and bite you.
What?
I can get that's a real thing.
I'm not okay with
I
that.
don't even care about that.
But I'm saying like most spiders, even a fucking tarantula. Say you're in Mexico and you encounter a tarantula. You know what you do? You take your shoe off, thud, you're good.
Oh no!
I'm not saying you should. I'm saying if you're in a corner and I'm saying if you need to fight yourself off from a spider, feeling threatened by spiders is crazy.
Yes, I agree.
I hate it when people just see
Except
a spider
for-
and kill it. That irritates me.
Okay, I'm a little bit caught up on I'm not really willing to gloss over what Steve just said about Brazilian broom spiders.
I'm glossing over that shit.
That's fucked up.
Brazilian broom spiders.
It's a real
Is that
thing.
their
Yes,
new name?
Brazilian broom spiders is
the
what they're
thing?
called. Don't challenge me on it. That's what
Okay.
they're called. That's crazy. Those spiders need to die. There should be a special task force with the military that is specifically ready to wipe those off.
What would
the
you
planet.
kill them with?
Machine
But maybe
guns,
they
whatever
eat,
you
maybe
need.
they eat rats or something and keep the vermin.
You know what they
down.
probably eat? Licorice, all sorts.
Then they'd be the wickedest, awesome spiders on earth.
Okay.
Okay,
Sorry.
stop.
Sarah's now getting a tattoo of a broom spider eating licorice, all sorts.
I totally am.
That's something I would do.
That's something you would
but
do.
I do agree though. You don't just kill a spider. Spiders
you
are
see
there.
it?
Spiders eat the shitty bugs we don't like.
Like mosquitoes
Totally.
and moths.
Yeah.
Fucking moths.
What? There's nothing wrong with
I
moths.
hate moths. It's another hate of mine.
My sister is terrified of moths.
Oh my god, so
Yeah.
am I. So am
She
I.
freaks the fuck out. She's like, they get in your hair and
Yes.
you're covered in dust.
And then
Like,
what?
Flutter in your fucking
and then what?
face.
Exactly.
And butterflies. It's shite.
I'm irrationally afraid of all snakes, like including gardener snakes, the little like sissy ones. But I don't want any harm to come to them. I just want them all to stay away from me forever.
Well, that's how I feel about butterflies.
If you're afraid of spiders, same thing. But I agree. I think Steve has the correct take here. I think that being afraid of spiders, because they make you uncomfortable because of on a phobia level, just the crawliness of them or whatever
get to
else.
kill them.
That's fine, but being threatened by them is crazy. Because I have a phobia of bananas, so I can't
Which
really
is
talk.
ridiculous.
I can't really say anything about phobias.
Wait.
Yeah.
Are we being serious?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a real thing. You can Google it. I get.
Like you can't hold one, or if you're in a
No,
room
not
with
at
one,
all. I
it's a problem?
can't. No, I can't. It fucks me up. What's interesting
one
though,
at 'em
that
next time you see 'em.
that I've recently discovered. If they're green, it's fine.
You're fucking. You need,
I know. I
you
don't
need
know.
fucking therapy, dude.
It's cute that you think I'm not in therapy. If
You should
there's
bring this
bananas
up.
around me, I get anxious. I can't help it. I get it's the texture and it's like.
What about banana
The
sweets?
smell makes me feel sick. No to the sweets.
The marshmallow bananas.
Any of it, all of it, just even talking about them makes my hair stand up.
And
I
it's
can't help
just
it.
specifically bananas. Like if there
Yes.
are other foods, for example, like a pear that also sort of decays at a similar rate, that's not what it is.
No, it's not. It's nothing to do with that.
I
I don't
hate
know. I don't
pears.
know what it is. I can't. But apparently it's real. We looked it up. It's a real thing. But if they're green, it's fine. No problem. Doesn't
So
bother
you're.
me.
What about?
Yeah,
I have
it's really
banana colored fingernails right now.
You've got levels, Dan Duval.
Yeah, I'm a very damaged person. Anyway, we can't go too into it because we have talked about it more than once on the podcast before. But
Do you try to kill all the bananas when you see them? Like that's
no,
just
I'm not. Well, I'm
smash
not.
the
I mean, they can't
bananas.
move. I understand that they can't bite me. But being threatened by spiders is crazy because you're so much bigger than them. You could easily just kill.
And they are
Totally.
helpful to our world.
yeah,
So
I
stop
agree.
killing spiders. It's
Unless
fucking
it's a
stupid
Brazilian
and irritating.
broom spider, in which case
Even
Totally.
then, just walk away. Drop the broom and
Well,
move
you can't-
on.
I mean,
drop
Steve,
the broom.
Steve said they attack you.
Not if
so-
you drop the broom.
If a
What are they
spider's
gonna do?
attacking me, I'll kill the shit. Okay.
No, I mean, if nothing else, it's just like I'm sure Roomba sales in Brazil are through the roof.
yeah. Well, just because of the name alone, sounds like a Brazilian dance.
Totally.
That's Zumba.
Oh, my bad. But there's other things
Rumba.
though where I remember one time I was lying in bed and I woke up and I watched a wolf spider's legs come up and over the bed and walk towards me on the bed. I killed the shit out of that spider.
It did nothing.
It was in my bed. If
So
there's a
what do you think
spider
it's
in my-
gonna do?
Listen, there's unspoken treaties between humans and spiders. If you are in my bed, you die. There's punishable by death. I had a friend when we were
put it
when we were
outside.
young, put up a sign in his living room that was a warning, very properly and professionally typed out and written a warning to spiders that trespassing was punishable by death, and then he killed them all guilt free.
No,
in his
that's
house.
the
And
stupidest thing
I
I've
was
ever
kind of
heard.
like, that's legit. I was
No,
like,
it's
that's
not.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of funny.
They can't read.
Yeah, well,
My husband
if there
thinks.
was like a spider, sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say, if there's like a spider web in like a living room or a dining room corner of any apartment or whatever I've lived in, I want them there because they're gonna eat fruit flies or whatever is
Right?
happening in the house. But in the bedroom, it's a different story. I will transport them via a cup outside the building.
that's fair.
But if I saw legs come over the top of the bed, it's him or me. He's got to go for
Yep,
sure.
totally agreed.
don't know.
If I will transport them out as well, that's my stance. But if you're in my bed or you're that close to me and you're coming at me, you're fucking. It's over.
I
It's
moved
over.
a
Yeah, if
spider
you're-
once, with me to a new house.
What? George, right?
I don't know. He didn't have a name.
Oh.
It lived, maybe Charlotte. I don't know. It lived.
I hope it wasn't Charlotte.
It lived. We rented this house, and the spider. We lived there for over a year, and the spider lived in the kitchen, and he fucked shit up in my kitchen. He got rid of all the things that flew in my kitchen. It was pretty big, and then we were moving, and they were tearing the house down, and I put him in a cup and moved him to our.
Did he
house.
survive?
Yeah.
That's actually really dope.
I moved him to our new house with us. I put him downstairs in the downstairs kitchen of our house, and he lived happily ever after.
First of all,
I bet he told like all of his like spider offspring, and now you're like a shadow spider queen. You don't even know there's just millions of them around you at all times, like guardian angels, just protecting you.
Totally. Or you're some sort of spider slumlord, one of the two.
My husband was so mad. He thinks all spiders are brown recluse, and they're going to fucking
that's
kill
funny.
us.
Yeah,
and
he
it's
would.
the stupidest thing ever.
It's really funny.
I Googled it. It's a brown recluse. I'm like, dude, it's not. It's not. Like, it's stop saying that. It's not.
Yeah, that's I first of all, moving a spider with you from one house to another is insane and weird, but also respect.
I find that very endearing.
I like it. It's weird and it's weird as shit.
really
It makes you a bit crazy, but I'm also here for it.
I'm a little bit crazy, but I felt like I had a connection to him. He
I'm into
lived.
it.
I'd protected him from my murderous husband.
Yeah, I'm into
for
it.
over a year, and
What happened to it? Did he die of natural causes?
I don't know. He might still live in the basement. I don't know.
I doubt it.
Why
He's your
wouldn't he?
son.
It's Jude.
He hatched into Jude.
It's Jude.
All right. Okay.
That's weird.
enough.
He's not.
All right. Can we move on
Yeah.
to these?
That's all I got.
Steve, do you have anything to add about spiders?
No. I feel like that's a heartwarming note to end the spider part on.
I agree. Okay, we got a couple of. We'll just do one. I'll save the other one for the next PCast because we're running out of time here. Okay. So, we have a submission from a viewer named April Shelter.
Oh, that's my friend April.
Okay. She complained that she got a parking ticket while she was in emergency with her 6-year-old son who was sick. And I have to say, you should not have to pay for parking at the emergency room.
It's a thing.
That's out of
it's a movement.
fucking control.
It's a movement to try and make parking free at
It's
hospitals because it
fucking
puts you in the
crazy that
fucking
you have to
poorhouse if
pay-
you're in there for a long time.
It's crazy that you have to pay for parking at a hospital. You're going to visit a sick person. People are sad there. It's a bad place. Don't
true.
fucking kick people while they're in the face. Just let people have free parking at the hospital.
It's really awful.
It's crazy.
I think you would have to be a real piece of shit to not support that initiative.
Seriously,
But it's a thing. Like, it's
No, totally.
expensive to park at hospitals.
And actually, at Victoria General Hospital, my dad had like open spine surgery a couple of years ago, so he was in the hospital for months. And it was heartwarming every time I went there. There would always be like nobody would get in their car if they had any time left on their parking. They always waited around to make sure to give somebody a free hour or whatever.
Yeah, that's great.
That's something I noticed. That aside from the bunnies, that's the cutest part of Victoria.
They killed all the bunnies. They called them and killed them all.
They did not. They gave them to a farm in Texas.
Sorry,
Yeah,
just one
and then they
second,
were
guys.
all killed in Texas.
You are so full of shit.
I'm not. And someone got
Don't
into
wreck this for me.
I-
Don't wreck this for me.
This is a real thing. They moved all the bunnies to a farm in Texas, and then something got into their pen and killed all of them.
Oh,
Yeah, it's real.
no. I feel. I don't want to talk about that.
I'm not even joking.
I feel like they've changed the parking at the hospital, so you can't. I might be wrong on this. So it's by
Like you have to
stall,
punch in your license plate.
and you're so you
yeah.
can't pass on the fucking ticket, which
That's
is even
shitty.
worse. I might be wrong on that. I'm not 100% sure.
I wholeheartedly agree. Yeah, there should absolutely not. People should not have to pay for parking at the
Not at
hospital.
all.
Also, did you know, like for people in long-term care at the hospital, they charge them like this was a handful of years ago. It was like $9 a day for access to television for basic cable.
It's
What?
expensive.
So it's hundreds of dollars a month.
Yeah.
So all day, unless you have money to put up for to pay for this access to television, these people are just like thumbing through the same like issues of McLean's that all of these dead people looked at before they died.
Gross.
It's awful.
Yeah.
This
Looking
many-
at pictures of Jason Kenney's face kills yet another in intensive care. Dude,
Just awful.
The hospital is off. Like my son, when he was born, he had to go back into the hospital for about a week, and it's pricey to pay to park your car there when you're just there for an hour and you're fucking stressed out because your baby's sick. It's not
And I'm
okay.
sure, like, if I'm sure you guys have some like American or like non-Canadian listeners who are like, oh, is that pricey for you guys? Go fuck yourselves.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah,
gonna
you know
bring
what?
that
That's
up.
a bit douchey.
Yeah.
I mean, there are still like, it's still a gross inadequacy in the system that should
Yes.
absolutely be changed.
100%. Totally. One evil doesn't make the other less evil. That's true.
Correct.
That's
No,
not the
they're
that's
both
not the right
shitty.
way to think.
Although, you know what I
shitty.
read? Did you know that Canada's healthcare system, like, it was so highly regarded, it was number one in the world back in like 94 or whatever the hell it was. Did you know that we are now behind Costa Rica?
That
We're
doesn't
like
surprise me.
number 32 in the world.
Yeah, did you know that Costa Rica also doesn't use any fossil fuels?
What? How do they drive their cars?
Costa Rica doesn't use fossil fuels.
That's impossible.
It's not impossible.
How do they drive their cars?
They all just ride around on strong monkeys.
This is the fucking stupidest thing I've ever heard. Very, very big apes.
They use coconut oil. I have no idea.
You made that up.
No, I didn't. I might not have that exactly right, but it's something close. They don't use any fossil fuels.
How do they drive their giant Dodge trucks?
They don't have Dodge truck. Maybe they.
How do they heat their homes?
It's hot all the time. They don't have winter there. That's fucking why.
you're
Oh,
right.
full circle.
Oh, full
Boom.
circle.
Perfect way to end the podcast. All right,
Wonderful.
Steve. We have a.
I don't want to do it this week
You know what? Okay.
because I always win and I'm not going to.
So the last part of our podcast is you get to pick whose hate is most warranted on the show, and then we go around and then we'll do it as well. So let's all recap here. I had winter and other people's showers were my hates. I came correct this week. I gotta say.
You were
You brought
good.
it.
I
Yeah.
had chai and people that hate spiders.
Yeah.
I'm fucking weak.
Yeah.
I'm just.
I had tiny people carrying huge umbrellas
Yes.
and people who hate trees. So I
Yes.
was like half and half. The second one didn't go great. It's fine. I'm fine.
Mine were both bombs. So there you go.
Yeah,
I'm going with showers.
Yeah, I think I got to agree with you on that one.
Showers.
Other people's showers.
Damn, I won this week. I never win.
No, it's pretty good.
Fucking right. Screw both you guys. We also have a special announcement
we
to
do.
make. We have a pretty fun special announcement.
Gooder. I actually don't know what it is.
February
I do.
29th. We are doing our second live show at the Mint. We have former guest Matt Monroe coming up all the way from sunny Los Angeles, specifically to be a guest on our show.
That's how much he likes us.
Yeah.
He doesn't hate us at all.
He doesn't hate us. He loves us. So it'll be
That'll
his
be
third.
awesome.
I think it'll be his third time on the show. He's very funny. He's a very funny comedian. He opens for the likes of Dave Attell. He's been in a ton of different festivals. Really funny guy, and you guys are gonna love him. So come out to the Mint. Our last live show with Katie Ellen Humphreys and Jill Van Gien was very fun. We're also gonna have local comedian Shane Priestley on the show, and then we are also looking to do another live show in April. I believe Steve is gonna be our guest
Yeah,
again.
you are.
Yes, please.
We'll have that live, so we'll have more details on that coming up. But we do have the February one booked in, locked in. We'll have tickets available for that soon.
And last one sold out. So
The last one
don't,
sold out, so don't sleep on it. It's a really good time. It's super fun.
Food's good. Good atmosphere.
Yeah, we're gonna have local hero Dylan Williams there warming up the crowd. It's gonna be a blast.
It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, and that's all we got going on. Steve, this has been amazing.
I had a wonderful time. Thank you so much for having me.
I'm really glad. Where can people find you on social media? What do you got going on? Plug stuff. if
So
you got stuff.
Twitter and Instagram at Steev Letts. I misspell it because I'm juvenile like that. So it's STEEVLETTS.
I love it.
I've got an album coming out on Comedy Here Often called Burger Queen that's going to be dropping on February 20th.
Right on.
Can't
I can't wait.
wait.
Steve is, if you guys haven't seen Steve stand up or heard Steve stand up, he's like just one of my favorites. He's super, super funny. Just an absolute crusher.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I really mean it. So if you get a chance to
That
see
means
Steve,
a lot, especially since you saw me die a slow death the other day.
oh, dude, that was not your fault. The whole half the show left, and you didn't really die. You were still very funny. You were talking to like 4 huge biker-looking dudes at the bar, and then like 10 people to your left, and that's
About
it.
my nudie vacation
About
in
your-
Palm Springs, and I gotta say they took it pretty well.
Yeah. They really did. It wasn't as bad as you think it was. I'll say
thanks,
that
buddy.
at all. And you're very, very. I mean, Steve is great. If you ever get a chance to see him, please go see him. This has been Super amazing. Shout out to Grossbuster for doing our theme song. Shout out to Comedy Here Often and 604 Records for loving and supporting us. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Dan.
I love you.
Oh, that was
Thank
nice.
you, guys.
We had a big texting fight earlier in the day.
Yeah, we actually didn't at all. But yeah, thank you, everybody, so much. Thank you, Steve.
Thanks.
And we'll talk to you guys real soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.